I said it would be back, and I wasn't lying. I mean, I really didn't like how that other run started, so I figured let's just reset it. And I'll put Pianatorius' name back for the character name, but obviously truncate it to fit like 8 letters. Yeah, Pianotorius got a killer run of Grant's second quest just earlier today. He now has a new world record in that category. Yeah, specifically Grant's second quest in Castlevania 3. Yeah, there's a second quest in that game, built to be much harder than the first one. And Grant's the guy that climbs on walls and ceilings. He has like a new record on it. He beat JC by about 7 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And judging by his splits, the time could go down even further, but that's still extremely impressive what he managed to do. Like, I doubt it's going to be topped anytime soon, especially considering how good his Stage 6 Water Dragons went. Okay, another really bad start we're having here. We're having another terrible start. I'll level life up so I don't just die outright. Let's see if maybe we can go in here and grab something. If I'm lucky, I could survive this. I'll go for life 3. Because that right there is just going to give me another full heal. Okay, now it's starting to turn around a bit. After like the first 30-40 seconds, it's starting to turn around a bit, because the 30-40 seconds we started off with, those are looking pretty sketchy, but I managed to just turn this around. That plus a life container right off the bat, that's nice to find. Right, so let's go again. Ooh, the fairy spell. Nice. I'm definitely gonna have to remember where that town is for later, because once I get magic up enough, or find the jump spell, or whichever comes first, I can get down stab. Wow, that's really awesome to find that early on. I think we're just right back in front of where we started. Okay, that was not worth it. Could I maybe get attack up? Because that's something I could actually kind of use. So, another item cave, but I don't know if I might be able to survive this one. I won't be surviving it. Well, at least it's just a short walk back, so no biggie. Lag spike, holy shit lag. Holy shit lag spike. What is that? What was that lag? What even was that? Yeah, that certainly messed me up to say the least. Good find. Got a lot of useful finds within like the first 5 minutes. Fairy spell, hammer, boots. This is a really good start. Sometimes I find like none of that stuff within like the first 5 minutes. Sometimes I find like completely useless crap to start off with. Now, did I already go in this cave? I think I did. I think I might have already gone in here. Probably did. I'll level up magic since we do have the fairy spell. Yeah, I've definitely been in there. No doubt about it. I've definitely been there. Alright, so I could literally just walk across the bottom and not have to fight anything if I wanted to. Yeah, I really don't like this encounter. I'll just run so I don't get killed on it. So I'm gonna try and go in here. There's an item cave right here. Not exactly sure what that is on the ground. I've had a feeling I was gonna die there. I mean, I didn't have any health to spare, so I had a feeling I was gonna die to something I couldn't even see. Should have maybe killed that thing so it wouldn't respawn. Because I'm gonna have to deal with it on the way out of the cave. There we go. Not even sure what's hitting me. It's probably the little spiky thing, most likely. So I'm gonna try and get on the road here and see where that leads to. I'm gonna see if maybe I can skip this by using the boots. Nope, you can't skip that. The boots won't work there. I'll try and cross this mountain pass just to see if I can maybe start looking north. Hey there, Nambona. Still kind of gotta focus a bit because it is pretty easy to die there. I want to just go to the town, but now I gotta deal with another encounter. Oh, ooh. Okay, we lived. I'm just gonna refill on life here. That's actually Blonde from the Neptunia series, if you were wondering. And what's up? Okay, nothing's up here. I hate these things. Okay, considering I had no spare lives, I think that might have been worth it just to stop off and grab that. Might have actually been worth it. I mean, it does kind of make sense to go and grab that. Finally, we got it to attack. Really wanted that sooner, but oh well. And I'm still alive with this last extra life here. I think I'll just run the other way just to get off this encounter. Just to get off this tile. Let me just take a peek at the rest of the map and see what I find. Ooh, a cave. And then another cave right there. I got an idea. I'm gonna stop off this palace. I'm gonna stop off here and do an up A so I get all my lives back. And then I'll go do this cave. Oh, nice. I could easily just die here. Especially with the way all these birds are just spawning directly on top of me. Okay, we'll make it out. I'll opt to do this again, because why not? And let's try and go to this town. Oh, a 200 bag, wow. And we can get another spell from here, so that's good. And I'm also going to check the townspeople to just stand in place for hints while we're at it. That aren't in buildings, because I'd rather not just enter a building, just have like the odds against me of getting a hint. Like, more often than not, they'll just say they know nothing of relevance. And now, like, the first two spells I have are Jump and Fairy. Whereas in the last seed I actually finished, those are the last two spells that were available to me. Well, I think they could have been available had I just done things in a different order, but with the order I did that seed in, those are the last two spells I was able to acquire. Death Mountain entrance right there. Not too interested in it. So now I'm just wondering where else I should go. I'm just gonna run through here and see what happens. I was gonna try that just to not die, but it still didn't work. Alright, so I did want to come back down here, actually, see what else I could find. Except I'm not going back in the swamp, I'd rather not do that. Alright, so there's, I think, the last cave I haven't been in yet. It's the raft. So I think I went to every item cave so far. So now I'm considering just looking for Mito and then going east. Let me see what town this was. I'll just try and figure out where Mito was again real quick, because I want to get the down stab. I'd rather not try and go east without that. I'd much rather not. So let me just see what this was. Oh, it's the other Saria tile. I'm just gonna go look for that down stab, and then I'm probably gonna go east. Might have been here? Let me just see if it was here, possibly. I think I remembered it being near a cave, so I think we might be right next to it. Having a good feeling about being next to it. I'll just level magic up. Yeah, this was it. Right, so we just got our down stab, so that's going to help us out tremendously. Just wanted to make sure I'd be able to pick that up before going west. No, going east. We're already west, what am I saying? Yeah, the east half of the map generally just has much stronger enemies, so I figured let's just pick up our down stab just before we go there, because that's just going to make it easier to fight enemies, and or just run from fights that are too tough for us to even deal with. And now we have Thunder. Doesn't have too many uses now, but it's required for one of the final bosses. That plus it usually does kill everything on screen, but it just usually costs way too much magic to even be that effective. Because more often than not, you usually have to burn through your entire magic bar to use it. Right, so here's another item cave. Well then, okay, I'll take that. Not too exciting, but still pretty useful nonetheless. I can't just walk up to that part. I can't just walk up north on the water. Like, I've hit the edge of the map, so I would have to find another way if I want to just go north. That's just a passageway, and I'm not too concerned with finding those right now. Good chance there's going to be a point bag here. That's pretty much just like an instant level up right there. Considering just how low my stats are, the 500 bags are pretty much just going to be like automatic level ups when I find them. Like, those just let me blaze past the early levels, so grinding is not really going to be something I have to do. If I can just find a bunch of point bags early on. There's probably another one most likely on this tile too, so let me pick this one up as well. I'll put it on life. So there's just 2 quick level ups from finding point bags. I'll just run from these. I'm dead. Still have 2 lives at least, though, so it's not all bad. Okay, so I probably have, like, no more spare health left. And there's that guy and a bunch of swamp bubbles, so I'm probably gonna die again. Let me take a peek down here real quick. I think I'll grab this extra life. I mean, what else can I do when I just keep getting caught in encounters with invisible ghosts? Really not easy to get away from those if you're unlucky. Okay, that I could have actually avoided if I just tried a bit harder to do so. Look at how many gravestone tiles there are out here. Look at all the cemetery tiles. It's like, what is this? Like, no wonder I keep dying so often. And I want that fairy spell, but... No, not fairy spell, but fairy thing. I want that fairy, but not quite. Another cemetery tile encounter. And yeah, that's usually what keeps killing me here. It's those invisible Moas. Yeah, you can kill them without the cross. You can kill them without being able to see them, if you're lucky enough to just swing and somehow hit one. And if you just keep on landing hits on it, and nothing interrupts you while you're trying to do so, then it won't really move anywhere, and then you can kill it, but trying to actually hit that thing without being able to see it That's much easier said than done. Unless you just get really lucky with where you swing. Yeah, not today. Magic key. And there's the other item. Oh wow, the flute. I got some pretty nice stuff off this island, to say the least. I got pretty lucky with this one. This was a good island. So I'm gonna go with this palace and see if I want to do it. Let me check to see which palace this is. If this is Palace 2 and I don't get too unlucky with how it generates, I might be able to just do this one right now. And then simply never need to return to Maze Island. This might be possible, like right away. It all just depends on where that glove block room generates. Because there's one room that you need to break blocks in, which I cannot do right now without the glove. So if the palace generates in such a way that I need to pass through that room to either get the item, kill the boss, especially kill the boss, or even worse, potentially both, then I'd have to come back here. Or the glove block room could just be blocking a dead end, which I wouldn't even want to go down anyway. This room's a dead end, but I'm just going to try and see if I can maybe gain some levels while I'm here. So I'll just turn back now. Yeah, because a room with, like, a 3-block tall room with enemies in it, that's always a dead end in palaces, pretty much. Well, at least for Palace 2, that's, like, guaranteed to be a dead end right there. What am I doing? I had a feeling it was going to kill me, by the way. Because those blue iron knuckles probably are some of the toughest enemies in the palaces, period. This is the room which I can't pass through without a glove, so... And I might actually die to these guys. Wow. Good thing I still have like 2 lives. So I'm gonna simply just completely bounce over and skip this guy. I really don't want to fight him. Alright, so we're gonna be leveling up here. But I might be forced to return later. All depends on how we get our palace to generate. Though I could end up getting everything I need without needing the glove at all, if I get lucky. Let me try up here real quick, see what I find. I'm gonna stick with just going left first until I find the item room that I'm looking for. And then I'll consider just looking for Helmet Head himself and just fighting the boss. I think I'll just leave the point bag there. Dead end. Let's just turn back. So maybe I will actually need the glove to get the item. So I think that leaves one place to check. Well, at least until I find the glove, but if I find the glove, then I don't think I'm really going to bother coming back here. Unless there's, of course, something else I might be missing that was just holding me back, but... very likely I won't come back here once I kill Helmet Head. Because I know for a fact that if I'm glove blocked from simply getting the item, then there's pretty much no way that that item can be the glove itself. Well, let's just get the kill here now. Would have been nice to have more health going into the room initially, but oh well. Uh-oh. I'm actually starting to play really sloppy right now. How many hits does this guy take? Holy crap, how many hits do you even take? I killed him, and then I died on literally, like, the same game tech. Like, I literally hit him. And he hit me on, like, pretty much almost the exact same frame, and we both died. So now I still have to just go back and redo the fight. If I would have had, like, just one more anything, I would have won. Now that's, like, now that is actually worthy of an oof, by the way. That's actually worthy of one. I should definitely be able to get him within the next few tries. If I don't, then there's definitely going to be something seriously wrong here. First I do this during a Rebenak fight, and then I somehow do this during a Helmet Head fight. Where we both just kill each other on, like, the same attack. Or, like, at the same time. Except, a draw is counted as a loss in regards to boss fights in Zelda 2. You gotta actually get the kill for it to count. Almost there, but we would have had, like, an advantage going with full health, but we had, like, only 2/3. So we should really be able to get him now. I feel like we're definitely gonna get him this time. Unless, of course, it just doesn't die from these next few hits. There we go. Now, why did that have to be such a struggle is beyond me. Okay, so now let's leave the palace and never come back, most likely. I got a game over after literally dying to Helmet Head on, like, the same attack, on, like, the same frame that I killed him. That was seriously unlucky right there. But at least now, unless I have to go back to this palace for whatever reason, I'm done with Maze Island completely. And since the item is glove blocked, there's pretty much no way that couldn't be the glove itself. Doesn't help that most of the east so far seems to be one giant cemetery. And this is Palace 5, and my stats are pretty low, so I'm not going to go there right away. My stats are still pretty low. Okay, what's in here? I think I might just have to follow this through because I don't think I can really walk up the water. That just might be the edge of the map for all we know. And that just led right back here. What was even the point of that? That just led nowhere of use. Led right back to where I've already been. Alright, let's go up here. Now that we have the flute, we can just use this passage. Well, we can use this path to go here. I think that's just a magic jar. Don't really have a use for it, though. I'll just pick up this one, though, because maybe we'll find some way to just use it to cheat death once. So let me just see what's up here. Thought for sure he was just gonna kill me. Oh, more swamp. I never look forward to having to walk through, like, giant swampland masses like that. Alright, so let's just see what spell we found here. It's spell. I mean, I was probably gonna die here to the invisible eyeball anyway. So let's get out of there. And we have no reason to ever go back, also. I mean, I figure let's also try and look for New Kasuto while we're up here. Because if we do stumble into that, then we might be able to get everything from that town straight away if we're lucky. We have the spell, and we can just get the spell itself from the town for free. So we can get one of the items in the tower on the right side of the town. That's just like an edge of the map right there, so I have to go backwards. Or I could go through this cave. I think I'll just go through this cave. Hopefully this will be, like, faster than just walking all across the map again. Let's just see where this puts us on the map. Right back down here, so I'm going to walk back on the road. And just go back north using the flute again. And try and pick a different general direction this time to go look in. Oh, wow. Extra life. They're not even dropping too much experience. They never drop a lot of experience, those spiders. Oh, nice. New Kasuto. How many magic containers is it? 7. so I'm definitely going to want to come back here later, especially if we're still missing something really important. Okay, so now we have the 2 spells we absolutely need to beat the game. But still, having no shield and no life spell certainly is just going to make everything harder. Just because you'll have no way to either reduce the damage you take or heal yourself for, like, the damage you've taken. But at least we can go see what's in here. See if this will help us. I mean, I still really do want to find that glove. And it's the cross. I think I'll refill on life. And why not? We'll also refill magic. Ooh, another town. Except I don't have the kid. So I'd have to come back later with the kid if I want to get the spell. So I might just make one trip there, but obviously do it later because I can't get the spell right there now. I didn't find the missing child. Oh right, I must have already been there and there was like nothing else for me to pick up. Oh, nice. There's something else in here. Just not sure what yet. And speaking of kid, let's just get him now. Yeah, the original NES Link was also a walking arsenal, by the way. Yeah, whatever happened to finding, like, bow and arrows, bombs, literally any other weapon except for, like, his own sword that, like, he starts with, and his shield. Makes you wonder whatever happened to all those other weapons. In the later ones, they added the hook shot. Plenty of things that you just have to wonder, like, why Zelda 2 looked like this instead of, well, the first Zelda game. Oh, neat. So I'm missing shield and I think I'm missing fire. Other than that, I more or less have everything I want, except for the glove and maybe also the shield spell for Great Palace. Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with what I do have here. Also, I haven't found Naburu yet, so there's a free spell right there once I stumble into it. Wait, where does this mountain pass lead? Let me see. What if that does lead somewhere I need to go to find perhaps maybe the last town I haven't found yet? I'm gonna give it a try. Actually, no, it doesn't even look like it's gonna lead anywhere of use. Actually, no, it just leads right back to here anyway. Actually, no, that leads like nowhere. Just goes back in a circle to somewhere where you've already been. So now I'm starting to wonder what I should even do here. Maybe I'll just go down to the swamp and see if I see anything I haven't found yet. Because I still think I need to scope out that water tile. Might need to scope that out, so let me just take a peek down here. I seem to have found Death Valley. Not so sure if I want to go there right away or not, but I seem to have found it. Right over to the west of where that cave is I just entered. And that's Palace 4. I'm gonna give this a look-see. Dead end, let's just go the other way, of course. Hopefully I can just get the entire palace done with this one life alone. If I don't make any huge mistakes, I think I can. I'm gonna just go up here first. Then go right. Ooh. Well, we didn't have to just use fairy to save ourselves, at least. That certainly could have been worse. Especially if it didn't even have the fairy spell to begin with. That could have actually been terrible. Oh, I thought maybe magic was gonna go up next, but no, it's attack. I'll still... I used up some magic to cast life, and next thing you know, I just find, like, a life container, so... that was kind of awkward. And then I find, like, a heart container just to get my life back. So I didn't even need to cast the spell. Could've just picked that up and said, hey, free health refill. But I'm still gonna have to be careful with my magic so I can cast Reflect by the time I get to Karak. Because because if I can't do that, then I'm most likely just going to be forced to kind of game over. And in case that happens, I guess I'll just pick this stuff up. Definitely the extra life, because if I need to suicide to refill magic, then now I can without just getting a game over. The run of Castlevania 3 I did just before the Zelda II randomizers I did this evening, that run was just absolutely crazy. It was a near perfect run where I missed the 7-1 ceiling clip, which cost me about 4.5, maybe 5 seconds. Yeah, I'd say 4.5, 5 is a good approximation. And I also continued to run with a terrible stage 3 because of the owls. And that was another 1.5 seconds about. I think I know what I need to do, but I'd rather not do it. Actually, I think I'll just do an up A. Because I think I know where I have to go, but I'd rather just do this than just try and wait to die on something or just get the magic back to cast Fairy, so I'll do that. I think I need to cast this to find the room where Karok is. Pretty sure I need to fly up there with the way this palace is spawned. So I lost about 6 seconds worth of time to those little mistakes. So yeah, 2 noticeable things that went wrong in that run. And I finished with a 25:56. Just 1 second shy of my personal best, which is a 25:55. So even if only stage 3 would have been the one flaw in the run, even if the only thing that would have been going against me was the stage 3, I still could have probably tied with JC's world record, by the way. And if I would have had the good stage 7 and 3, I would have beaten it. Alright, so we obviously have to go the other way. So, pretty much 4 attempts after I get the 25:55, I get a 25:56. And I only started doing attempts yesterday as well. And I already got that time. It's crazy if you ask me. Absolutely crazy. So I think I might have like literally 1 place left to go check for Karok's room. And I think we just found it, but I'm gonna have to just take a death to him just to get the magic back, to go cast Reflect. Then I can go beat him. Okay, so now I can go kill him, but yeah, I definitely didn't have enough to cast it, like, as I was entering his room. I had to take a death first, and now I can go and cast it. Because otherwise you can't really kill this boss without the Reflect spell. I've seen official guides say killing this boss without Reflect is impossible. I've heard rumors that you can actually land a hit on it with your sword, somehow. Even if the latter is actually true, still trying to kill Karak without Reflect would be almost impossible. And you'd just be much better off simply just getting the Reflect spell. So let me see what else I can find while I'm out here. I mean, the fat guy with the mace also knows magic too, by the way. I mean, you can't even kill him without magic. But if you have the right spell, he's just piss easy to kill. I might consider taking a peek at Death Valley, or at least just... Maybe I'll just go, like, this way first. Yeah, I'm trying to just see if I can find that water tile I haven't found yet. And I think there's also this stray desert tile I want to try and bump into as well. There's a desert tile that might have something on it. I'm also looking for this water tile as well. This water tile just by itself. And there's the water tile. A lot of nice stuff in this corner here I just didn't even see yet because it was just all in a corner of the map that really didn't think to check until now. I mean, usually I don't really think to check corners of the map, but this time obviously it was worth it. So, the water tile first. Then I think we're going to find the desert tile that has something on it. Oh, wow. Just got the glove. Right then, desert tile. Candle, and then Nabaru is going to have either the fire or the shield spell. Let me see what fire is combined with. If it's combined with shield, then I'm going to be happy. If not, then, well... I think that's just the jump spell. I'm just looking at how much faster Aer's jumping than he usually does after I just cast it, so I'm pretty sure that's just jump right there it's combined with. So I'm trying to think what I should go do now. I might just take a peek at Death Valley, but I'm starting to think this could be just the Great Palace, and it might not be like a good idea to go do so. Might not make sense to do this. Actually, I think I'll just go back west and start doing some palaces there. I know there's one right next to where we start, and there's two more on like the north half of the map. And if I just stay on the road and follow it, I'll be able to see both from the road itself. Actually, that's Palace 6, and I prefer to come back to it later. I prefer to go back to Palace 6 later. So again, I think I have to just walk through this mountain pass tile here, or do fairy feet. Actually, I'll just walk through it. I mean, fairy does cost a lot, so I think I'll just try and walk through this. Yeah, denote the try. This could just fail miserably if I time one of the jumps wrong. Oh, that's good. So if I stay on one of the roads here, I should be able to spot both palaces, no problem. Just need to find that road. And I think this is it. I think from here I can spot both palaces. Let me see which one this is first. The Great Temple's here, so obviously the Great Temple's not in Death Valley then. It's just right over there. Or maybe, like, I can't spot both from the road itself. I thought I could. Or maybe there was just, like, another forest that had a temple in it, because I do remember, like, 2 temples up here being surrounded by... Okay, never mind. Never mind what I just said. So it's not surrounded with forest tiles after all, it's surrounded by desert tiles. Never mind what I just said, I completely thought, like, wrong. I was thinking both of these were on the road surrounded by forest tiles, but no, it was just one. I really should have thought to just check it earlier. Because maybe I could have just gone to Death Valley to go do that palace, if I would have known earlier that it was just up in the west. And just by knowing that, there was no way it would be in Death Valley. I think I'll just fight Rebenak now and just simply not come back here later for anything else. I'll just fight him. Oh, hey there, physicist. I'm gonna cast a life spell. And good fight. So after this level, like 3 palaces left to do. Oof. It would have been nice to have like another 205 experience or something, but I'm not gonna bother going to look for that. I'll just level up straight away off the palace only, and I'll just leave and... I'm trying to think what else I have left to do. Oh, there's also Palace 5 on the right side as well. I saw the palace, but I didn't actually go do it yet, so there's also that one. Worst NES music I've ever heard. NES Terminator had some really terrible music tracks in it. The sewers in BGM 2. Those had to have been some of the worst NES tracks ever composed, most likely. Now, I'm trying to remember if it was either 1942 or 1943, but it's main stage theme. One was alright, one was just outright terrible. It consisted just only of beeping and nothing else. Never seen that before, though. Gonna guess it was 1942 and not 3, but not 100% sure. Oof. Wow. I have to focus a bit to just get off this screen because... Jesus Christ. Now I'm dead again. I really have to just pay attention here. I really have to just try. I'll cast Fairy again and not die again. Damn it, another tile. And I'm gonna go for another encounter skip, and hopefully I won't botch this one. Hopefully I won't botch this, because if I botch it, I'm gonna get a game over. Simple as that. Okay, let's just make sure that we're not gonna get killed again. Let's just be absolutely sure we're not gonna get killed again. Because I really don't want to take a game over just a few feet from the next palace we want to do. So let's just make sure we don't game over. But at least we're in a really easy palace, so this should be like no problem to go complete. Like, getting to the palace was harder than just going to do the palace itself. Getting here was like the actual challenge. Doing the palace itself, it's Palace 1, so this should be like super easy. So I'm tempted to take a quick peek at the item room and see if I can maybe snag a magic container. point bag. I was really just hoping I could have snagged a magic container, because I only have like 5 of those, and there's still 3 more I could find. Like, I'll feel comfortable if I have at least 6. 7, I'll feel really good about it. 8, it's kind of unnecessary. But I figured I'd check, though, because chances were high that could have been a magic container right there. And since this is Palace 1, it pretty much took like almost no time at all to even check what it was in there. So I figured why not just go and do that. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe pull this off in such a way that I can level up off of the palace's enemies and Horsehead himself, or just level up before putting the gem back in the palace and essentially just get 2 levels off of it. I'm gonna see if I can make this just line up, but I don't know. Unless I can find more enemies, it probably won't work. And I'm not gonna go too out of my way to make it work either. I mean, I'm kind of just hoping this happens as I do what I was supposed to do in the first place anyway, but it doesn't look like it's happening. I'll just kill Horsehead and move on to something else. Not gonna bother with trying to just level up from 1,300 to 1,700 something. Probably. But it probably doesn't get much worse than Crazy Bus, by the way. Even though you can't really get much worse than that. Alright, so I'm gonna go to 3-Eyed Rock and do Palace 5. My stats aren't too terrible, but I would certainly like to find a magic container, because doing this on 5, it's gonna be pretty sketchy. Doing this on 5 with no shield spell is probably gonna be really sketchy. Certainly gonna be a really scary proposition to try and do it like that. I kind of doubt I'm just going to stumble into one unless I just go out of my way to look for it. Because we are pretty late in the run, we've just kind of searched out all the, like, easy spots to find stuff. Well, here's a pink palace. It's not quite purple, but it's close. Wow, the item room. And I just stumbled into it by accident, so let's just see what's in here and just grab it. I'll take the life container at this rate. Because it's something that's just going to help me survive longer in the Great Palace. So maybe that could make the difference. Though not likely, it could maybe make the difference between whether or not I can do Great Palace quickly or not. Because having that extra health could just save my ass, potentially. So I'll try and go down here now and just see what I find. Got an extra life. I mean, that's kind of the only reason I can imagine that sound just randomly playing after I kill an enemy. Oh right, this is the false wall I can walk through. And that false wall room's pretty much exclusive to Palace 5. And then that leads to this room. So I'm definitely going to want to follow this branch down, see where it leads. I've heard of that too, if I'm not mistaken. This is the room which I need Fairy to go through, so I'm gonna just give this a shot and hope for the best. Hopefully this is actually worth the while to just go down here. A pink palace with a false wall actually sounds like it could be really perverted slang somewhere. How so? I don't know. All I know is never hand off your game to Rtoon or Rzest. If they're just gonna make music like that, then you're better off never handing them a game, ever. Ooh, wow, Guma. Let me see if I can actually kill him with this huge life bar. If I play it slowly enough, then I should definitely be able to kill him, but... Oh, wow. I think he's actually going to be able to kill me because he's hitting me pretty damn hard. That plus also helps I couldn't find the shield spell. Yeah, we might. Oh, fuck. Good enough. Well, yeah, Banoof. I can't ban everything. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what we have left to do, and it's just one palace. So my stats are probably going to be pretty low, so I hope that doesn't hurt me too badly when attempting Great Palace. Yeah, these stats are kind of lackluster, so I hope this doesn't hold me back too much trying Great Palace. Right, so I think I'll just do an up A. Right, we'll just try using Fairy here, and we'll see if this works out for us. think I'll also try and refill magic off this statue. Well, hopefully I'll be able to, because if of course it's an enemy. 50-50 chance, by the way, that's gonna be a red jar. Thus, there's also a 50-50 chance you get the enemy instead of the jar that lets you refill magic. Or also being known as where you don't get the jar. Yeah, just ignoring random enemy item drops aside, it's 50-50. So I think the odds are actually slightly slanted in your favor once you take enemy drops into account. Because you could get one of those too, if you don't get the jar directly from the statue itself. I think we're right back near start. Yeah, I'll just do an up A. We're pretty much right back near start anyway, so I guess I'll just do that. Yeah, we just went in a circle. Really not what I want to do, but okay. I'm gonna try going left again. Then I'll try and go this way. I mean, it's pretty strongly related to English, so if you really want to learn it, I think you could figure it out. Oh, what the fuck? Why did I fall down here? Yeah, it's just by comparing enough words from English and German side by side, you'd be able to pretty clearly tell that they're pretty strongly related to each other as languages. Put several words side by side and it'll be clear as day. That's an item room. I think I'll just try and see what's here since we just stumbled into it. I think I'll try and just see what's in this room. If it's a magic container, I'm definitely gonna snap that up. Since we're at this stage in the game where it's still pretty useful to find a magic container specifically. Mainly because we're going from 5 to 6, so that's still like a pretty drastic increase in how much magic we have. For like 7 and 8, it's like less drastic as to how much magic you're gaining. So just to make Great Palace a little less dicey, I'll do that. Though I could have easily opted to not fight that boss as soon as I saw the item room, because I knew for sure, like, that was the item room as soon as I saw the shape of it. I have to go left. And this just leads right back here. Another enemy, not surprised. So let me try and follow this down. Why do I feel like this looks familiar? Like I actually came out of that room already. So let me go back this way and just try and actually go left and not just fall in the hole this time. That guy was annoying, to say the least. And I think eventually I'm just gonna have to run into Barba, because I think I might have exhausted all my other possible options. And I think I'm gonna have to fight this guy just to get the Barba. If I just get him in the corner and just keep him there, then he's just gonna go down easily like that. So yeah, the trick is just hold down and not mash it for that to work. I was always mashing down, and that's probably why that kill was just getting messed up all the time. Okay, maybe I need to go down here and then I'm just gonna find Barba. I mean, I have to stumble into him soon. Like, I just wouldn't know what else to think if I couldn't find him, like, down here. Like, that would just leave me with one place to check. And I have to take a death here. This is probably going to be very annoying. Like, yeah, this is going to be very... I'm going to have to make a move. And I think I know what my next move is going to be. Spell costs 51. I think I can afford to cast it. So let me just get these raws both on screen. Or even just this. Or even just that. I'll just cast Spell there just to get rid of some stuff. Still gonna kind of take this slow. Just to make sure I don't die. Just before... Yeah, the boss is here. Yeah, I've been pretty upset if I died actually right before the boss room, so I just wanted to make sure that didn't happen. What am I doing? Just completely missing is what I'm doing. I could, but where's the fun in that? I guess I'm not fun enough? I'm gonna get ready for Fairy Feet. Because if I can pull it off here, it's just gonna be a small time save. I missed it. So I'm just gonna cross this. Actually... What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Never mind, let's try again. I did not want to do that. One of the few times that I actually approve you saying oof this whole stream, by the way. Because that was really stupid right there, what I did. Also didn't help with where that enemy was spawning, like right in front of me. I could have maybe just gotten hit and knocked off by that anyway, even if I did the even if I did the jump with the right timing. That could have still killed me anyway. Alright, fine, let's just try it again. Do it again the intended way. So I'm going into GP with 5, 6, 7 stats and no shield spell. 6 magic containers, 7 heart containers, And we could have just as easily gone into GP with only 5 magic containers, by the way. Because I only thought to go grab that 6th one, like, not even 10 minutes ago. Alright, so let's just hope for the best here. No shield spell, so this could be really dicey. Hopefully jump helps with just getting through this palace. Hopefully jump just helps with avoiding enemy attacks. Okay. So this won't tell us much about whether or not we're going the right way later on in the palace, because we've just been given Thunderbird like 2 rooms in. So now we don't know like whether or not we're going to be going the right way like further into the palace. So this is kind of bad, but also kind of good, because Thunderbird's just going to be out of the way like straight away. And I could just opt to do an up A as soon as he's dead. Because backtracking to his room will take like no time at all pretty much, but now we're just going to have like almost no information to work with for the rest of the palace as to whether or not we're going the right way in it. But on the other hand, we could get a short Great Palace if we're really lucky with how it generates, and we just go the right way. But of course I still need to get this kill. Yeah, but having 5 attack and no shield spell didn't make it very easy. So I think I'll just do that, just to refill on my stuff. Just to refill on everything, I'll just do that. Because it's just going to be a short walk to get back to his room. But Thunderbird's dead at least. Got rid of him already, so that's one good thing. I don't exactly know. I might just do some more Alucard runs most likely before that. Because I still want to get in shape for the Resort Fest Marathon that I'm going to run in. Still planning to run a speedrunning marathon, I want to get in shape with that. I want to get in shape for that, not with. I want to get in shape for it. Trevor doesn't care either. Like, you just saved Sypha. She introduces herself. He's like, I don't care. Yeah, their introduction certainly went a lot better in the original game. The anime, though, he's like, I don't care. This thing is... Yeah, it killed me. I certainly tried to get through it. Certainly tried getting through that, but without shield spell, it's really not easy, without just losing a bunch of your health. I could kill this thing if I really needed to. Actually, no, I'll just let it jump through me and then I'll just get through it. Whoa, okay. Just gonna hop past this, like so. Split it up and then just run away from it all. Now, do I want to take this drop in the middle or not? Okay, I guess I don't have to cast Fairy to survive. I got boosted, like, forwards, so that's good. So do I want to drop in the middle or not? We'll see if this leads anywhere, and if it doesn't, I'll just go back, do the Eon drop in the middle. We'll just see. Wait, I thought I had the down stab. What happened there? What even happened? If I'm not mistaken, he hasn't yet. Boom! There we go, we just found him! Just found Dark Link. I was certainly afraid that we were going to get a much uglier Great Palace than this one. No, this one was actually really good. So, 130 something most likely, unless Dark Link... Actually, no. 130 something, guaranteed. About a 130 and 56. Yeah, compare that to the last two runs I had with Zelda II randomizers. 2 hours and 3 and 2 hours and something like that. What were my previous... What were my last two times? Let me just go double check. Meanwhile, I'll just write the time down I got for this seed, which is a 130, which is really damn good. I'll just sort them quickly by date modified. So yeah, 2 hours and 3 minutes and 2 hours and 1 minute were my last two. And the one before the 2 hours and 3 minutes was 1 hour and 15 minutes. So this right here is one of my best times, actually. I also have a 128. No, this is probably my third best one for non-max randomizers. For non-max rando, this is probably my third best right here. Second best being a 128.54, and my best one by far being a 115.50. Alright, so thanks for watching, and yeah, Baze didn't get a 25.5x on Castlevania 3 Alucard. Last I'm not mistaken, I think his personal best is still a 26.04. And like, he last tried like running it a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. His last attempts were like about 7 days-ish ago. Bye for now.